Hello and welcome to the Dover Motor Speedway here in Dover, Delaware for the NAPA Brakes Series 24th race of the season. Round of 6 finale here at Dover, the Concrete 250 presented by Speedblock. And we got a good field of 12 drivers on hand, ready to take to the Monster Mile here. Sorry, I just saw Torino's avatar. And duke it out for the final time in the round of 6 in the playoffs before we cut our field down to 4 drivers who will then fight it out for a championship. But I am King in the booth, joined by Mirage once again. Ready to bring you all the action as usual. But before we do that, we have a few pre-race ceremonies to take care of as always. So with that, please rise for the United States National Anthem. And now, to say the most famous words in motorsports.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Engines are fired here on pit road at Dover. Just a few moments away from going green flag racing for the final time in the round of 6 in the playoffs. Let's pace 3 laps. It goes by quickly. I want to get through the whole lineup. So with that, let's take a look at our commanders on the grid. Starting lineup for tonight at Dover on the front row, substituting for his teammate Selbit in the 43 is the Cup Series driver for late night racing, Mace, alongside the 5 of Bands. Got a long way to go to make his way back above the cut line following tonight. Behind them in row 2, the 27 of Ghost going to roll off alongside the 10 of Radical, your points leader coming into tonight. Looking to hold that position through the round of 4. Row 3 made up by the 64 of David, driving the Dynaco Racing Motorsports Honda, alongside Nick in the Drone Strike Racing Ford Mustang. Row 4, 48 of Russell going to roll off alongside his former teammate, former driver, the 51 of Hernan, also in the playoffs, currently above the cut line, looking to stay there. Row 5, the 28 of Sierra going to roll off alongside the 15 of Hickory, 2 non-playoff drivers looking for a trophy, a trip to BGE Victory Lane. And rounding out our field tonight is the 40 of Alex from Late Night Racing alongside the 99 of Toddy from Bear Motorsports.
Absolutely stacked field today, and even just looking outside of the playoff drivers here at Dover, it will be an absolutely incredible race to watch, and it could get chaotic as well, as before Elwood, Dover had held the record in the NAPRA for the most cautions, but here we come to the choose cone as we will go green at the end of this lap.
Mason, the Air Force 43 Chevrolet on the bottom, Bands in the SpongeBob Mustang on the high side, making up your front row. Pace car pulls to pit road, and now around the highly banked turn 4 all the way to the Ohio Edison restart zone. We're going frag racing at Dover. The 5 car with a great jump from the outside, going to drop right to the bottom and take the lead. Everybody jostling for position all the way back.
Saying through here, we've seen 2, 3 wide, but 4 wide now in the back.
How about Hernan? All the way on the bottom of 3 wide still with Nick and Russell on the outside. Now here comes Radical looking up the middle. 64th David, a little bit of 2-tire action coming through turns 1 and 2 right there. Able to get back on all fours and continue to try and trudge forward through this initial start of this race, as they're almost 4 wide off of turn 4 again. Sierra in the 28 ripping off the high side, looking to follow his teammate in the 51 as they try and get through the pack, but still this aggressive battle going on here from 5th on back. The 40 of Alex all the way in the final row, up inside the top 5 already, just a few laps into this race. The 15 of Hickory as well, coming from the back. The 64 of David started mid-pack, not his best qualifying effort for a playoff driver, but plenty of time to come forward. He is one of the best in the series on the long run.
Very, very close door-to-door racing that we're going to be seeing today. We saw it in practice and we're seeing it now, even just 4 laps to go. We've been clean so far, but we're going to try and see how long these drivers can keep it clean as we're 3 wide and even 4 wide on some occasions coming into these highly banked turns. Very, very fast and very, very challenging racing going on at Dover here.
What are the laps?
Ooh, and 3 wide still in the back between the 48 of Kirby, the 31 of Nick, and Radical in the 10.
Oh! Nick tried to come down on the 48. Russell was there, not going to relinquish that track position, but he's going to be forced to as they come off of turn 4. He's going to lose a lot of time to the 2 Fords he was just racing with.
Lots of action going on in a lot of places around the field, and this might not be a big track, just almost exactly 1 mile, but you can lose track of a lot of things going on as lots and lots of action is going to be happening and will keep happening throughout this race.
Absolutely, the Monster Mile, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Such aggressively banked corners, and as you said, just about 1 mile in length. I mean, it's quick lap times, high-speed corners, and high-speed straightaways. Not a lot of room for error. As now the field's starting to single file out, make their way through this opening run. The 43 of Mace has gotten back by the 5 of Bands after losing the lead on the initial start. Bands, though, still in second. Hernan in third, looking to run these 2 down. And then there's still a jumble of race cars from 4th on back. Hickory now looking to the inside of the 64 of David. Contact behind those 2, heard some tires squealing. That was the 31 of Nick, a little low on the front stretch. Now side by side with the 48 of Russell as they crest off of turn 2.
Might see some incredible racing here, as we've seen 2 wide in the back of the field for the most part the entire way, and we've even seen 3 wide, like I said earlier. Lots and lots of door-to-door racing here. This might be a short track, but sometimes you can forget that it is. Very, very big side-by-side racing here, and that draft leading you into the corner that you get on the back stretch and the front stretch, that can lead to some incredible overtaking opportunities here on these highly banked corners.
Absolutely, and we've mentioned already a few times, this is the round of 6 finale in the playoffs. You can identify your playoff drivers by the yellow spoilers, the yellow nameplate banners on the race cars, as well as the yellow underlines on the ticker all the way on the left side of your screen. So that's how you can keep an eye on your playoff drivers. Going to want to watch them throughout the night, especially, I'll say the 5 of Bands up in second here, as we'll take a look at our points coming into tonight already. The 69 of Michigan, first car below the cut line, on suspension for tonight after reaching the limited amount of warnings before you receive a 1-race suspension. And then the 5 of Bands, 20 points back below the cut line, and that's a big gap to make up, especially with such competitive race cars ahead of you. But right now he's running like he needs to, running second. If he can hold that position through quite literally the whole race, at least majority of this stage, he could have a chance, especially if maybe the 31 of Nick stays outside of playoff or stage point territory. But speaking of the rest of the playoff drivers above the cut line now, Radical should definitely be safe no matter how he runs today. Nick should also be safe. I know I just mentioned him as I was talking about the 5 of Bands, but a 35-point gap, that's going to be tough for anybody to make up in one race, especially with how fast Nick is at these types of racetracks. One early at New Orleans, a very similar racetrack to Dover, just 1.5 miles instead of a mile. Lots of contact in the back here. Russell and Alex got together that time off of 2, but Hernan 13 points above the cut line. I would want to say he's safe with how he's running already as well. So yeah, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on all these points battles throughout the night.
We got 3 wide on this 4 wide here towards the back.
Yeah.
These 3 have been relentlessly racing since the great flag drop.
4
Now
wide.
4 wide.
4 wide.
Back
Wow.
to 3.
Now 3 wide. Holy cow! This racing here at Dover is incredible.
It's the 31 of Nick trying to get through some traffic. He probably believes he's faster than, finally is able to, and get some gap, or get a gap to the bumper. 48 of Russell, unfortunately eliminated from the playoffs last round, but got his first career win last weekend at Elmwood, so congrats to him on that one. Huge accomplishment for him. So proud of him, even from a commentator's aspect. Russell puts in a lot of work, very determined driver, and finally for him to get that first victory is definitely important to him, I know, and the team as well. So congrats to Russell, and unfortunately just a little too late, cannot keep himself in the playoffs.
Yeah, congrats to him. That's great.
Now a very separated field though.
Typical Dover fashion.
Yeah, 20 laps into the run though. First time it's been single file all the way through though, so cannot complain at all.
Yeah,
And
it's been decent this far.
making our way through this first fuel run. Could end up being pretty close on fuel actually, as just about halfway through this stage, 40 laps coming to 19 to go, and looking at the tanks of some of these drivers, they're just about at halfway as well. So you do not want to run yourself out of fuel under caution, but you cannot pit with 2 laps to go in a stage. So gonna see some strategy plays from some of these teams. Maybe see playoff drivers try and stay out, pick up some stage points, but they're also gonna have to watch that fuel, maybe save a little bit throughout this run to be able to make it back to pit road under caution.
Yeah.
So
Got a
have to
battle
watch
here
that.
for third, or between 3 drivers, 15, 64, and 51, 3 wide off of 2.
yeah,
Hernan there.
Hernan, David, and Hickory. 3 cars right here in the picture. Back to 3 wide, 64
David
all the way
ended
on the
up
high
passing.
side. Great
Great
corner for
run
David.
on top.
Really,
Hernan,
these battles
side
is
by
where
side.
you're going to see the most variety of racing lines that maybe we've seen in the entire playoffs here. The amount of
Indeed.
different racing lines that you can take, and the amount of extra speed that they give you are incredible here. And we saw a lot of difference in the style that these guys were racing in practice and in qualifying. So really, maybe just having that edge on corner exit or anything like that could be the difference between making up and losing lots of places.
For sure.
Absolutely. Multiple ways to get around Dover Motor Speedway. That's going to tie me into our RPM rundown for Dover Motor Speedway, presented by Craven Engines. We got the lap breakdown for tonight: 40 laps through stage 1, 45 laps through stage 2, and then 55 laps, the longest stage of the night, through stage 3. But this is a mile oval, as we've said. No quad oval, no tri-oval, just a true oval here in Delaware. 24 degrees of banking in the corners, 9 degrees of banking on the straight. So even on the straightaways, very, very slanted, as you see right here. And that's just allowing for more speed all the way around the racetrack, as these runs are just going to keep getting larger and larger, especially with fresh tires and drivers being accustomed to the track. But speaking of tires, and we were just speaking about it a few moments ago, long run capability is a must. You have to be able to save tires and have to, be able to make those tires last through these runs. We're already seeing a bit of tire disparity between some of these drivers. Is now Radical going to come to pit road, going to be the second car to pit, I believe. Toddy might have been the
Well, I was
first.
going to say Toddy came off pit road just a couple laps ago. I was going to mention that.
Saw Toddy rejoining, and then what Mirage was just saying, the multi-groove here at Dover, very interesting. It's not traditional multi-groove that you would think at tracks such as like a Kansas, as obviously very different track type, but lots of different ways to get around this racetrack. You see some of the drivers sending it right up to the wall, trying to get it to turn back down on corner exit. That's a good way to get straightaway speed, but you're leaving yourself vulnerable to attacks on corner entry, like here, right from that 51 of Hernan does to the 64 of David. Exactly what I'm talking about. Now he's going to be side-by-side, side draft down the front straightaway, and going to battle off into turn 1. But that was your RPM rundown for tonight.
Ooh, good run for David on the top.
Yeah, it's a good battle between these two playoff drivers.
Very good battle.
And the 31 of Nick also just
there's
behind these two.
There's a lot you can do to pass people here. I mean, again, they're all similar lines, but they're all different in their own ways as well.
Mace coming off the pit road from the lead.
Here we go through multiple battles here. There was a battle here, and Hernan has just come into the pit lane in the 51 car. There was a battle for first place between Hans and...
Oh, Hernan. Outside of his box, that's going to be a penalty.
Oh my goodness. 31 of Nick there. Maybe off screen on the stream, but I was looking at him, got sideways there. Almost got turned by the 64 of David, or maybe it was the 48 of Kirby or Russell. But there were a bunch of battles here until Mace came in. There was a battle for first between Bands and Mace, and Bands was able to take it away, take P1 away from Mace until he came into pit lane. And another thing about the pit lane at this track being such a small track here, we've seen these D2 cars, these Brakes Series cars, they have been running 20-second laps, and with drafts you could even get those laps into the upper 19-second mark. This pit lane here, it's easy to get into wrong, and really it's very challenging, and it's very, very hard to come out of the pit lane on the lead lap. But we'll try and see what kind of strategies we've seen. There's 5 to go in stage 1, coming to 4 to go, and
David
comes in from the lead.
That's going to cost him time. Not sure what happened.
Bands coming off pit road perfectly good on his stop. He pit from the lead to merge out in front of everybody safely, and pretty good distance.
Oh, David also on the line in his box.
Oh, David.
Terrible first stop for the 64 crew.
And the 64 for Dinoco Racing Motorsports, David having a rough time in pit lane now, coming in pretty badly, and also his pit stop is outside of the pit box, and he's going to have a drive-through penalty here as well.
31 of Nick, only car yet to pit. Sorry, Mirage, but looks like he's out of tires. He's got to get to pit road here. Cannot keep that thing on one line, and he's getting past like he's standing still.
Yeah.
So got to get to pit road, but now it's 2 to go. He can't pit.
He's gonna have to ride he's gonna have to go to pit road. There's no way.
If he can get down to pit road.
Yeah, if he can.
These cars almost impossible to drive once you run out of tires, and he is struggling to get that car to pit road.
Riding the wall here, and that's possible that he might have some kind of problem with those tires of the puncture, but coming to the final lap, 1 mile to go, almost literally. Nick is getting warnings left and right for this wall riding maneuver, but I think that's the only way that he can keep his car on the racing surface.
Which, the nice thing that he's doing, though, he isn't going, well, until there. I was going to say, he wasn't going full throttle all the way around the place, but...
Here we go, the caution flag is now out for stage 1, and the 31 of Nick will be relieved. There has been no cautions in this race. Remember, Dover had held the previous largest amount of cautions until it was broken. Oh my goodness. As we see Sierra being taken out by Nick and into the pit wall, and a hard hit for Nick. My goodness. And like I was saying before, Dover had the most amount of cautions until Elwood broke it just about a week ago today. And this has been working out very, very interesting. We are 42 laps down, and the only caution in sight is the one for the stage. There may be a problem with the 31 car of Nick. I don't he has pitted, but he has overrun his pit stall and a little bit of a glitch there. He's ended up on the racing surface.
It's all good.
Well, he just pit under a closed pit road, so he'll have to serve a drive-through penalty once we see the green flag in stage 2. So that's what's gonna happen there. But unfortunately, the gamble trying to stretch it all the way does not work out. The tires give way before the fuel does, so that's something we're gonna have to watch for. But what he has done is trapped most of somewhat of the field a lap down. Most notably, the 64th David, playoff driver, trapped a lap down now. I think Ghost is supposed to be 2 down.
And David here, a Dynaco Racing Motorsports driver on the 64
Pit
car.
road hasn't even opened yet, so he can't take wave yet.
He only has one driver, and that is Hernan of the 51 between him and the cut line. If David is able to keep it clean and keep it tidy for the rest of this race and run in good position, he will be able to continue to the round of champions and the 4 drivers battling it out for the title. But as it seems right now, he's been almost demoted into 11th place here, a lap down here for the 64 car, and that's not what you want to see. Has anyone at Dynaco Racing Motorsports
pile up on pit road, down at the 51 stall.
The 51 is spun round.
Hernan tried to get into his box, tried to turn across traffic. Looked like his teammate also had to back into his stall. Trouble for the Java Railroad crews on pit road. Both able to get to their boxes and get service though. That's one of the challenges about this very narrow pit road here at Dover. Have another look at this. Coming on the pit road, you see the 51 just out of frame. Tries to turn into his box. The 31's there. 28 drove through his box on his own, actually. Had to back up already. And then Nick trying to keep going. And Hernan tried to get to his box. Gonna get turned around. And have to drive back to his box. So troublesome first stops under yellow. Ghost is supposed to be -2, yes. Unless he took wave.
He didn't wave. No, he didn't take wave. So
Okay, then he's still 2 down.
He's
Hottie got lucky dog.
car.
So David,
Maze will be the
well, David
one
took wave, so
directly
David's
on
back on the way
base
back.
car.
And Ghost is still 2. You're -2 when you join late, Ghost.
I think Nick is just lagging. I don't know what's going on.
Very
Way out of his
interesting
box
things.
again.
This should be close now.
And like I
Something
was
that right.
saying, before that pile up and pit road happened, David not in the best position here. He's only made up 1 spot due to not being involved in that pile up on pit road. But for a Dynaco Racing Motorsports fan, and for David himself, not a very good position to be in. Only 1 car buffering him from that cut line, and they're possibly looking at something that could end championships here.
Alright, so to the choose cone. Mace once again going to lead us to the restart zone. Hickory on his outside this time. 2 more Blaze Tech teammates in row 2. Radical on the bottom, Bands on the high side. Sierra and Russell row 3. Coming back to the Ohio Edison restart zone. We're back green for stage 2 at Dover now. Once again, the outside line going to get a good jump on the 43 and be able to clear him into turn 1. Same thing we saw in the last restart when Bands was on the front row.
Yeah.
Now it's Hickory to the lead. Mace, though, quick to fire back into the bumper.
Oh, yeah.
To the
Block
inside.
the 10 off there.
Oh,
My goodness me! And there into the inside wall, Mace has just lost about 6 positions, and there goes Hickory again.
But now he's coming
Hickory's
right back
Oh,
up
David.
on the
Lots of
bottom.
people sideways. There goes the 64 of David in the back.
No caution. Green flag's gonna stay out. Russell fighting on the top alongside Mace.
Oh, yeah. How about the 48 to the lead now?
Yeah.
Racing side by side with
3
his...
wide for the lead again.
Russell racing with
Here
his
comes the
driver in the
10.
43. Sierra now looking for the lead.
Ooh.
Oh, big block, big
wide
block.
for a moment.
Turn around. Sierra back into the pack. The 43 barely will just
Gonna hold it
save
together.
the ball.
Mace is
Still
gonna
to
clear
come.
Russell.
Oh my goodness me, what is going on at Dover Motor Speedway? The Monster Mile is being monstrous for sure.
No doubt about that. Russ is now on the bottom with the advantage here, looking for the lead. 28's going to try to put his nose under there. It's not going to work out. 48's going to get a good run off. He's going to clear Mace for the lead.
Still
Back to
multiple
single file.
2 and
We
3
got-
wide in the back.
We do. Ooh, 3 wide.
Oh,
Issues
wow.
with, I think, the 40 and the 5 there. 3
Yeah.
wide again.
Multiple instances of 3 wide, and this is absolutely interesting racing going on. Absolute door-to-door.
Oh, Hernan
there
around.
goes
Oh,
Hernan.
around goes
The
Mace.
51 car.
Or 51, sorry.
And there goes the 51 car around and around, and he is able to save it, but into
man.
the back goes the pink-haired man of Hernan.
Wild
Mace back under
restart.
the 48. Oh,
Good-
look at the 43. Great run along the bottom to clear Russell for the lead. Still beating and banging in the back. Hickory and Radical teammates.
Hickory, who was fighting for the lead, now down into 5th place. But he does have that inside line advantage, and sometimes you can kind of bounce on top of those top cars. You can just kind of use them as a little barrier between you and the wall, and sometimes that bottom line can be very, very helpful indeed. So maybe looking at Hickory, seeing if the Blaze Motorsports driver can pick up a couple more positions and maybe even fight for a podium this race.
Blaze Tech 4, 5, and 6 right now. Everything's starting to spread out once again here at Dover. Still got a decent battle for the lead. May's still leading. Russell not too far back, as long as he can make up some time here, along with Sierra. Bands is making his way up.
How about the 28
Side by
Sierra
side.
here, running in 3rd?
Yeah, he's getting good distance.
Very patriotic car that the 28 brung to Dover today, but maybe Stars and Stripes on his car will let him come home to the Stars and Stripes of Victory Lane. If he's able to keep up this kind of racing, a lot of things could happen here. I mean, we saw lots of stuff happen. I mean, the past couple of years, Dover has been a very unpredictable track. Contact there between Sierra and Bands.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned Bands, because here he is, driving his way back up into the top 3. Ran the entirety of Stage 1 in 2nd inside the top 3. Finished 3rd in the stage, and here he is trying to drive his way back up to where he was prior to that stage caution. And now he's got his teammate going to power around the outside. Hickory on a flyer right now, or knifing his way through the top 5. See if he can continue this forward momentum.
Yeah, incredible work by Hickory here. I mean, we haven't talked about him much.
Oh!
No, and oh my
oh
goodness.
man.
And
Boy,
that
he got
could have
underneath
been
the 48.
very nasty indeed for the 48 car of Russell.
No doubt about that.
My goodness here. I was just talking about Hickory. We haven't said his name a lot, but he is chopping up through this front bit of the pack here. Great work from him so far, and if he's able to keep this consistency as he's too wide with his teammate now, we're going to have to see a little bit of backing off on the pressure here with teammates, because sometimes you just kind of need that extra little bit of help, kind of giving you draft or getting some kind of, giving someone else draft into these corners. Not super speedway, but sometimes that draft can be absolutely crucial in these stock cars, just coming through these corners, and especially on these straights here, just getting that little bit of extra miles per hour and being able to maybe get it up here.
Oh my
goodness. That was again the 48 of Russell, and finding himself in lots of situations today. Wow. Well, now side by side between Russell and Hickory. Hickory with the inside line, and the 15 is going to power by him. But Russell here, these are two Marvel Rivals themed cars for the special liveries here at Dover, but here comes the 10 of Radical from behind Russell, and they're 3 wide directly on each other here. Absolutely incredible racing going on.
Oh,
Oh, all
And
3 of them up the
still
track,
3 wide.
15 into the
Ooh,
wall.
Wall is the 15.
15's gonna.
Gonna have a good
Oh.
run though, gonna drive
Ooh.
right by the 10. Little door bump from teammate to teammate.
My goodness. goodness, the racing here is absolutely incredible. The two Marvel Rivals cars
Going at it.
absolutely going at it today.
Man,
Cannot get away from each other, and they're bringing the rest of the pack right up to their bumper as well. The 10, the 27, the 51, all starting to close on these two, as now they've lost on the 5 and the 28, who are now in their own battle up ahead for second.
intense.
And that 27 is 2 laps down. Missed the start, had to join late. That is a penalty for missing the start. You gotta start 2 laps down whenever you do join. But still plenty of time. Lots of opportunities to get those laps back and have a shot to race for position here, as he's running inside the top 10 on the racetrack, but a lap down in the standings. Multiple laps down.
There's even a battle almost everywhere on track here, and we're talking about laps down, and earlier I was saying how it's pretty hard to make a pit stop and not go a lap down here, and normally on larger tracks we would see more and more pit stops coming in for fuel, but really, ooh, there was contact in the back there. Really, we're going to see more pit stops for tires instead of fuel here, as we saw for Nick. Not having those tires on your side can be very, very detrimental, and he was able to pick up his first stage win, but what on earth did he have to go through to get that stage win, the 31? We will never know.
Yeah, the concrete surface here.
About tires.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's no surprise that tires are your biggest issue here, Dover. With the concrete surface, like what King was going to say. At least I assume it's what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Is just how quickly these tires get ate up here. It's no joke. Nashville is similar, but this track has tighter corners. You have a lot of issues coming off the corners of sweeping up towards the outside wall. It's just a very rubber-reliant racetrack.
Just speaking of sweeping up there, it's incredibly throttle-heavy racetrack, especially on the exit of these corners, and this high banking allows you to get on that throttle earlier, and 3 wide between Kirby and
Dang.
oh my goodness,
Toddy in the
almost
crossfire.
got into the wall there for the 51 of Hernan, and that could have ended very badly, but here comes the 2 Marvel Rivals cars at each other again.
Oh, into the
my
inside
goodness.
wall.
Into the inside
48.
wall. 15 Blaze
Hickory's pitting.
driver
Oh.
Hickory, and beaten up, and that is allowed, and oh no, another jackknife there between 2 cars and Russell, but that has allowed the 27, the lapped car of Ghost, to get by all of them, and that might be on his plans to get back on the lap. And there goes a 51 again. So much contact going
Hernan
on.
trying to
back
pit.
back.
Pit road in its prime right now. Hernan and Toddy down pit road. Can Hernan make it in his box? He can. Relatively late to the pit. 11 to go in stage 2. We've seen some good battles and good racing here tonight in Dover.
That's some incredible door-to-door racing here, and this is spectacular NASCAR driving.
This is NASCAR.
Mazed now in the lead. This is NASCAR, yes it is. And
I thought it was
Mays
rally
now
car.
back into the lead, and he's coming up on a couple back markers, and that back marker just so happens to be the 64 of David is the leader is coming up on. We talked about him earlier, and again, playoff driver, the number 64, not where you want to be for Dynaco Racing Motorsports. Like I said, if you just hear, it's only one driver that is separating the 64 from him and the cut line, so we could see championship hopes fading at Dover tonight.
Sure.
Why are there tire marks?
I don't know. That's what I was going to
What
say.
happened?
I don't know what we missed, but
I did just see that as well.
it kind of concerned me for a second there. Anyways, Mays, huge lead. Yet to come down pit road. I'm sure he'll come down within a couple laps.
Vance as well,
We
yet
already
to
saw. Yeah, we already saw that you can't make it.
Yeah.
In the first 2 stations. Yep, here comes Mace.
There we go,
Tires
Mason
are
being the
probably
lead.
getting to that point as well for the 5 now. Once again, going to stay out. Russell also still on the racetrack, yet to pit.
And once your tires get below about 1 on your value, they wear very fast. Well, as in your effect is very quick. You got to turn a lot more, you wear them down quicker.
Not even
Interesting
nice
input.
design.
Pit road, perfect stop.
Van's going to go around one
Really
more
know what
time.
happened in the 99 car, but he is 5 laps down. I do not believe I have ever seen a car that many laps down in row racing before.
Thought he has been struggling this second stage. I believe he's had a few drive-through penalties, so I think that's what's put him in that 5 laps down situation. Is now here comes Vans to pit road.
Or Vance,
And Russell
gosh,
as well.
I keep screwing people's names.
Vans
What's
and
going on
Russell
today?
both dropping off the bankings, first and second on the racetrack. That'll hand the lead off to Nick, as he's gonna come around pit road and pass these two up.
Want to go in stage 2.
Every time the camera
Vans coming
pans
in.
to the front stretch, I see Kwame, and it looks like he's on the racetrack because the flag stands like the same color as the track.
And
Vans and Russell both out of pit road now.
Vans now coming out of pit road, and he will
Oh!
come right in just in front, and that could have been a scary encounter. Speaking of the 27, he's now only 1 lap down.
Oh, he's trying to
27, I don't know
pit.
what he was trying to do.
I think he was trying to pit, just wildly misjudged it though.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Oh,
oh
it is
no!
Vans.
And a little bit of revenge there for Vans, the 5 car.
Oh, we got a
27,
fight.
And even more. Oh, come on, boys. This is not how you want to run your race now. There we go.
Oh,
there
and he
goes.
turned him
Again.
down!
Around he goes.
He turned him down!
Oh, into the
He
wall.
turned him.
My goodness. Come on, boys. This is not how you want to run your race now. 2 to go in
A
stage
lap
2.
from hell.
Tempers flaring in stage 2 at Dover. My goodness.
Oh,
My goodness me.
Vans,
up to a white flag. Led by
Vans
Nick.
is he's in a tight point situation. And that contact right there just cost him a number of positions, knocked him outside of the top 5 now. Gonna miss out on stage points, it looks like. So costly encounter with the 27 of Ghost.
Very unfortunate.
And the stage
Yeah, and that
caution
could-
is out.
That right
Nick
there
will
could
pick up his second stage win of the night here.
spell
Incredible
Vance's
things
playoff
we can
hopes.
see.
Or his round of
Yeah,
4
that
hopes
very
right
well
there.
could've-
And
That
Ghost,
very well could have destroyed his championship hopes there. Oh my.
that was some extreme tempers being flared here at Dover, and that was absolutely
Big
incredible.
hit for the
Only
5.
in NASCAR will you ever see a fight like that happen on track.
Man.
That was crazy.
Ghost
Stop
is-
using M
Jeez.
before I get rid of your moderator.
You tell him.
Every week.
Nick, first one behind the pace car now. And that is another stage win for the 31 driver, and much needed points there for the DSR man, and really
That's Nick's
what we could be
10th.
seeing.
10th stage win of the season for Nick.
Yeah, a lot of stage wins for the 31.
I believe that's series leading.
The Rats man with the American flag.
Pit road is open. Everybody gonna come on down. 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles and a full tank of VP race fuel on the agendas, I'm sure. Let's see if we have some more contact on pit road this time. We've got a few tempers flaring. Is there the 15 trying to get into his box, and now we got another stack up on pit road.
Oh my
Hickory shoved
goodness.
past his box. Gonna hit the 28, but I believe Sierra was in his box before the contact.
And there's another fun fact about NASCAR and the NAPRA. It is not illegal to park in your pit stall backwards.
Yes, this is true. As long as you've got all 4 tires within the white lines, none of them touching, it's a legal
And now
stop. You can
Hickory-
do service.
Hickory has
guess
done his
perpendicular
best
fueling
Kyle
Milwaukee.
Busch impression and is
Hey,
driving backwards down pit
perpendicular
road.
fueling. These youngest don't know nothing about that. These new gens.
That was the first ever starting car.
Very interesting. We have the 27 of Ghost is the first one behind the pace car now, even though I believe he is 1 or 2 laps down.
Taking the wave around, it looks like. They're trying to.
Nick in his box all good here.
Side by side with
Same with
Ghost
the
and
64. Bands after a heartbreaking second stage there. He's gonna be good in his box. Very nice car.
Cars are telling you to go, man. Go.
Great looking car, absolutely.
Love that car. Honestly, that would be in one of my top schemes all season.
A
That
lot
should
of
be on
lucky
the scheme vote.
schemes up.
Are we
Very,
gonna do
very
Are we gonna do a scheme of the year for awards?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That
That's
would
yeah.
be a great idea.
We also got to start collecting stuff for wreck of the year.
Oh
That
yeah.
might go to Lucas
That's
and
Flicker's
Watkins
job,
Glen.
man. We gotta get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
That
gotta
might
get
go to
Flicker
Lucas
on that
and
again.
Watkins Glen, I think.
Oh my god.
Don't use M, but he uses H instead.
You know.
Bands, one more thing. I'm taking away your mod for this track. You can use the text box.
Tempest
No, you
flaring
can't because he's a
now.
little.
Next thing-
Because he's a child. Nobody can see what he's saying.
I can see what he's saying.
Oh, I can't.
I'm
Now
also
tempers
a
flaring between officials and drivers. And so here we are at the choose. Pace car is off. The 43 will lead us to the Ohio
Here we
Edison
go.
start once more, side by side, and we are off and green and once away again here
Oh,
at
Again, a
man.
good start for the
Oh,
outside.
oh,
Sierra.
Sierra in the 28. The patriotic car, Nick is collected as well.
And
Multiple cars around.
Caution's
The
out.
caution flag is out before
First
we
incident
even got
caution.
to turn 3.
oh, 27 hard into the outside wall there.
And Radical's gonna get the race back over Mace.
Oh my.
My goodness, a chaotic restart here into turn 1.
27 and the 5
And the pace
together.
car is stuck to the
Caution.
Wow.
And even wrecking under caution here, an absolutely insanely chaotic restart coming here. The caution flag is out. That is our first wreck-related caution of the night.
Here's another look
And
at it.
that is almost reminiscent of Watkins Glen turn 1 sometimes.
Just everybody trying to fight for the bottom going into turn 1. Looks like put a few cars on the apron actually on that black part of racetrack. Not the optimal racing line, I'll say that. But unfortunately spun the 28 of Sierra out, and then he's going to come up the racetrack out of control, going to clip a 31 of Nick and send him around as well. But luckily, caution was thrown. So good break for both of those drivers, especially the 31 with the playoffs on mind. A single car spin right there and losing the pack would have been catastrophic to kick off his stage 3. But pit road is open once again. Majority of the field coming down.
And over the
I think Ghost is stuck.
over the radio here for a couple of the drivers, specifically at 42 of Mace, saying that the 10 of Radical had jumped the start and wouldn't be allowed to do that, but we didn't really see that. Sure, the officials will make up their mind.
I don't know, restarts have looked clean to me. I mean, I haven't been watching as an official, but they've looked fine to me.
I mean, there was only one I saw where the top line definitely jumped, but it wasn't terrible.
Well,
So
I guess
I
officials have to
will-
look a little closer.
I will look at the recording right here. Personally, on the restart, I was looking at Sierra.
I believe the 27 is out of tires by the sounds of it and the looks of it. He's going to have to try
I
to find his way to
believe what
pit road.
happened.
No, you cannot reach one.
No, yeah, you cannot reach it.
Yeah, you can't.
You have to try to get to pit road.
I
I'm
believe
surely
what
try to do
happens
that.
on that restart is the 40 of Alex
Oh, wait, you're
may
not-
have gone a
okay.
bit through the start and had just pushed 10 of Radical there to make it look like he had jumped the start, but definitely very interesting stuff going on now at Dover, and possibly some driver-on-driver controversy that we've been seeing over the past couple of laps, and definitely very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, and looks like we're coming to the green
Alex.
this time. Yep, so 40 of
Indeed.
Alex going to be the control car for this restart. Let's see what this 40 car can do
Hickory
with some
behind him.
clean air. Hickory going to be the second to choose,
Yeah, let's
and then
see.
the 43 of Mace. 43 has had great
Alex does
speed,
some good
so
speed.
yeah, we'll see what the 40 can do. So out of the same organization in late night racing, so we'll see what those two Chevrolets on the high side can do. Got their team owner Russell third in line behind them on the high side. On the bottom, BTM teammates Hickory and Radical rows 1 and 2 on the bottom. Hearn in row 3. His teammate Sierra behind him in the 5 of Bands. Also on the high side, we're back green at Dover. Even restart that time. 15 got a good roll into turn 1. He's going to clear off of turn 2.
Great
Oh,
run
gotta
from
calm
Alex.
down,
There
Nick.
goes the 31.
Oh!
And hard into
Into
the
the
wall.
pack.
Back onto the track.
fuck.
And on
They're
the
gonna hold it
2
together.
wheels goes the 5.
Somehow gonna hold it together.
Deja vu.
We're going to stay green here. No caution is
Deja vu.
out.
That
The
was weird.
31 there got turned in the back of the pack, back up into the field, and then the 5 of Bands had just been innocently collected.
Man, good
Okay,
day
on the
turning to
restart.
bad for Bands here. Hickory still good lead. Mace, great run off of 4, 39 to go here. 48 tags by the 18! Or by the 48!
Hickory, and now we're 3 wide up in the front, and it looks like Kirby's taking the lead. What's happening here at Dover? Now
Oh, 40 on the track!
Onto the wall!
What's that? 5 wide!
Oh my goodness me!
What is going on?
Oh my
And
gosh.
across the line in a tie for third, and the 48 was on 2 wheels there for a second. And my goodness me, even more contact with the back. There's the 40.
Someone jumped out their car.
and there
Someone
goes
jumped out their
the
car. I saw a person on track.
Oh
No,
my
they're
goodness.
fine. There's no car.
There's a person on track.
There is a
Oh, he's on
person.
track.
Or
Yeah,
there
I
was a
was
person on track.
He's lagging.
And it turns
gone
out
now.
that we have a lunatic on the track once more, but no
3
goodness.
wide,
gracious.
mid-pack. Look
Oh,
at the
no.
lead.
The entire complexion of this field has just gone upside down. Radical now out of nowhere leading his first laps of the day. Russell
We've
as
had
well.
3 cars popped up onto the outside wall tonight.
Hernan and
Crazy,
David inside
crazy.
the top 5 for what feels like the first time.
Yeah.
Playoff drivers
Look at that
capitalizing.
run from Hogan.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
no.
Close
And
call
almost
for Hickory
into
and
the pit
David.
wall.
Oh my
Oh, there
gosh.
goes Bands. And sideways. Oh my goodness, everything is kicking off here in Dover. We had a clean stage 1 into a clean stage 2. Bands almost gets turned again. But here in stage 3, everyone's fighting for these playoff points. All the playoff drivers are now going to be hunting for blood.
Goodness
We are all fighting
gracious.
position here tonight. Oh my gosh. Burn in the 10 side by side. Great run on Kirby here. Kirby's going to block them both. Field's starting to file out here. Oh man, we got some good racing.
And some incredible racing. We've seen cars propped up on their side like
Yeah.
crazy tonight. Hickory got the lead and then had it lost just as quick as it came to him. The 15 car still searching for at least a podium today.
Here's Mace.
Oh my
Mace
goodness.
and Herman
almost
on the
3
bottom.
wide.
3 wide.
Russell with the run back on the high side.
Ooh.
Contact.
Oh no.
3 wide.
Hold it
Again.
together. 3 wide. Come 4
4
wide.
wide.
Look at Radical.
4 wide.
Here we
almost
go.
5 wide. Here
Russell's
Earned
we
into
gonna
the
back
lead
out.
now.
My goodness. And Hickory, I was just
We got
talking about
5
it, is
cars,
now down
almost
on the
7.
inside.
Oh
Still
my
3
goodness.
wide. Now 2 wide. This is incredible racing. The
7
15
cars
wide
under a
in the
blanket.
second. Oh my
Getting intense.
goodness.
Oh, look at
There
David.
goes-
In the 28 of
Oh,
Sierra
there
with
goes David.
Oh my
Hell of a
goodness.
run.
Three as well.
Oh,
Every-
everybody's getting their taste.
and
everybody's
oh
getting a
my
taste of the front.
gosh. And this is
Oh, David's
Oh,
around.
around goes David.
no. And there
Gotta
goes
hold it
David.
together.
Spin around and save it.
Able to save it as the 64 of David. That rhymed. Call me Eminem because this is going crazy out here.
Goodness
Now-
gracious.
This is incredible stuff.
Now we got a 4-car breakaway at the front of the field. Hernan
Man,
leads
great
Hickory,
racing.
Radical, and Sierra now. Russell back in 5th in no man's land, and then Bands, Mason, David starting to congregate back together once again. But what a wild restart now, starting to single file back out into the racing that we've become accustomed to at Dover. But man, that was intense,
Crazy.
exciting. What a start to stage 3.
It looks like
Arden's
I'll be
looking for his
losing my
5th
voice
win
for the
tonight.
3rd week in a row here at
Yeah.
Dover. My goodness me. Back to that single file style of racing. Yeah, at Dover that we're normally used. Well, my goodness me, that we are normally used to. Here at Dover Speedway, and here comes the two Marvel Rivals cars again together, but Hickory with a little mistake there,
Man,
and that's
soars
cost
by.
him 3 positions in one corner.
Vance just went soaring by his teammate. I think that 5 car is rolling now. After some adversity on that start, Vance driving his way back up into the top 5 and still's got his eyes forward here as he's starting to close on Russell. Just about halfway through this 3rd stage. It stops on the horizon.
He is going to be looking for every last point he can get. Bands, he is P6 in the standings. The only other person under the cut line is Michigan, who is not here today. So Bands will try and take advantage of that, and if that 5 car can finish in a good position, oh, what am I kidding? That good position may even have to be P1.
Oh, here comes a 10 on the top. Battle for the lead now between these two, Radical and Hernan. Radical's surely going to get a great run.
Now.
Oh yeah, nothing
Very
the 51
big
can
play.
do
Great
about
run. He's
that.
going to almost clear him.
Herring gonna try and hang on the left side though.
Here comes Sierra in 3rd. Really got close mid-corner there.
Incredible racing here from the 10 and the 51 as we come into turn 1 again. And we've seen any little mistake coming into or going out of these corners could cost you multiple positions. And just talking about that, that was exactly what happened with Hickory. The 15 was running inside the top 3, made a little mistake there, but lost, I believe it was 4 or 5 positions in one corner. And here comes the 28 of Sierra even to join the party for the lead up in the front. This could be some incredible racing we're here, and down the inside, and contact there with Radical down
Comes
the
to
inside.
28.
On the top.
And
Here it comes on the
down
bottom now.
inside goes Sierra now, and Sierra's made up that position. We're almost 3 wide, but lots of contact, lots and lots of contact going down here, and lots of wheel-to-wheel racing as we're almost 3 wide. The 51 is going to stick back for just a little. Radical hitting the wall on the exit there. This is some great racing as we are 3 wide, and it's going to be now, but these 3 to possibly decide the remainder of this race.
Here comes Mace out of
We do
nowhere in the
have one more
43.
pit stop. Mace has made his way back
All this
up.
battling just
Yeah,
let
we
the
have one
43
more
come
pit
right
stop.
up to these 3.
Our pit window
Yeah, we
should be
go
opening
still
up
3
here
wide.
in about 3 or 4 laps.
At least one more stop
Mace
for sure.
has made it
We'll
up in the
see.
P2.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh, heavy blocking.
No, Sierra looks
28
to
trying
go
to
middle
fight
3.
away. Race now.
And he
We got a lot of people catching up to this lead position here with Hernan.
and lots of people, yeah, and here comes Kirby and David.
Oh, yeah.
And lots of others as well, and Van's just spying over there in the back as well.
Oh,
Even
man.
more
Soon to have a
great
7
racing here.
car battle.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Here comes
incredible
David on the
racing.
bottom, forcing 3 wide for a moment. Gonna try to find his way under
David.
band. Sierra coming up on him. Oh,
Oh,
Mace.
oh,
Well under
David.
up into the track.
And a huge,
There
huge
goes the
crash.
64.
David into the wall, and that was
Oh,
a hard
man.
hit into the outside wall. We will stay green though. My goodness.
9.
It appears we will stay green as David over team radio calling for a caution, but it looks like the officials are
Oh.
saying no, and we're going to continue this race for first. Oh my goodness.
Gotta catch your breath.
Man.
Oh, I'm good.
Goodness, it has been intense all night at Dover. And stage 3 has kicked it up multiple
Here comes the 10.
notches.
10 into pit road now for the 48 of Russell. will take second place, but here comes Mace to take that from him.
And Van's looking to
here
follow
comes
him.
Vans
Oh!
as well.
Contact!
Oh, and there goes Russell.
Oh!
Almost one, but he's able to save it and keep it out
Wow.
of the wall at least, but still 3 wide.
Great job getting those cars slowed down, and
now
Mace
down
drops to
road
pit
as
road.
well.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he
Still-
sped!
Oh,
Oh, no! Mace has sped 78. Midway down pit road, he's going to get drive through, and that will do his race unless we have a caution. Man!
Very likely, by the way. Very likely we could have another caution before this thing is over.
It is very likely. With how
And we
this
are
third
seeing
stage has
even
been
more
aggressive.
battling.
Surprised we haven't had a yellow already. Well, we had one, didn't we?
I
And
know.
we are now seeing more battling between
We've had some
Vans
aggressive driving.
in the 5, the 48, and the 28. Sierra,
Oh,
Vans, and Kirby here. And this is absolutely incredible. 11 to go. Multiple cars have spun. Some playoff cars are here, but the top 2 is made up of playoff drivers. This could be absolutely incredible as we come to 10 laps left in stage 3. This
Turning.
could go down into absolute carnage, and I am running out of water on my desk.
Hernan looking for his 5th win of the season. That would tie. It would retie for the series lead. David currently holds it with 5. Hernan at 4. This would be 5 if he could hold on and win here. But he's got a hungry field of drivers behind him. And the 5 of Bands, we've spoken about the point situation. Let's put the points up on the screen once again for the 5 car. He's had such a strong run tonight. And for it to be all for naught would be a heartbreaking end to his playoff run in his rookie season. Got his first career win a few weeks ago at Talladega. That's what put him into the round of 6.
Oh, Bands barely got down to pit road, nearly got
pitted.
clipped by the 48.
I didn't even notice he
Late
pitted.
entry, very late entry.
Stuff. But here we're getting flashing blues for the 43 car of Mace, telling him to get out of the way of Sierra. But it looks like he'll still be fighting that 28 car.
Since when has Mace lapped?
Mace is 2 left out, mate.
Since when? Oh, David's speeding on entry.
We got a drive through.
Ooh, no.
Oh. Oh, yeah, he did.
And
I
oh
forgot
yeah,
about
he did.
that.
David speeding on entry. That's going to be a drive-through for the 64 Attica Racing Motorsports driver, and that could very possibly end championship hopes as we come into 6 to go in stage 3.
Let's see. Russell's still on the racetrack, but I think his tires have given up. It could be over for Russell. He's got to. I think he's got to pit.
And
Yeah,
we
there
might
it
see
comes.
something that would happen to Nick here. Russell losing the front end of that car.
Get
back
And
in!
oh no! That's Russell into the outside wall of the pit lane with 5 to go. A botched pit stop from the 48. And oh no, that was not good at all.
Nick and Hickory, the only 2 cars yet to
Russell's
pit.
race is going to be over.
Tires are just about to reach that point where they just give up. So who's going to hit it first, and who's going to be able to limp these last, 2 miles when the tires give out? Goodness, it's going to be tight.
Hickory is still out, but he's getting into those 150s in the fuel range as well. And if the tires don't give out,
Ooh, and
then
his
his
tires
gas
seem to
can
be
not.
dead.
His tires are dead.
You can watch how he's driving. He's barely getting 170 at the finish line.
Yeah, Nick as well. He's significantly slower through the corners, trying to save tires.
He's going to stay out.
Let's see.
He's going to have to now.
Nick is
He's
going to
got
stay
a
out.
Close.
significant gap. Normally,
And Hickory looks to be as well.
All right.
And here we go. It will stay out. The 31 of Nick with 2 to go in stage 3. And we're going to see here who's going to win the Concrete 250 at Dover.
I think, by the looks of the fuel at least, I think Nick is better off on tires than Hickory. So
Yeah, I
This
think
is-
Nick could
he's
have
to
it
lose
here
here.
to the white flag.
White flag is out.
White
We
flag
have
for
one
Nick.
more mile. And Nick, extremely slow in the corners here, but both Nick and Hickory have a substantial gap. But Nick
Oh yeah, Hickory's
through
up into the
the
wall.
final corner for one final time, and the 31 car will take home the Concrete 250. in flying colors across the line, and Nick will win here at Dover.
Man,
Nick conquers
What a-
the
what a
monster
race.
miles.
Line now is Hickory in the second place, and the Blaze Motorsports driver, through the hardship that he's had, will come home for a podium finish. In my opinion, an absolutely incredible drive from the 15.
Man, what a race.
Very incredible race here, and that is Dover for you. That is all of our laps down here in the NAPA Brakes Series. Nick in the 31 will take home the win, followed by the 15, and then the 10, 28, 5, and 51. And a great performance from Nick here. Those well-needed playoff points will secure his spot into the round of champions to fight for the NAPA Brakes Series Championship in the 25-26 season.
What a drive. Swept the stages and won the race, all through strategy. What a win. See if he's got enough tire to do a burnout. Looks like he does.
Simply making the burnouts a little bit easier there.
Probably.
to say it, but General blowing up with fans already.
It's been absolutely incredible. And we have had one DNF in this race, and that was, unfortunately, the 27 of Ghost. Showed up late, ran 2 or 1 laps down, unfortunately.
Oh my God.
For most of these. And apparently it was a computer issue. But here we got Nick is
He's gonna do the Zane Smith. Not Zane
he's
Smith.
doing his
Yeah.
It was Zane Smith?
Yes,
yeah,
it was
I
Zane
believe
Smith.
so.
Smith, yeah.
At
38
Kansas, right? Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
Zane
Yeah,
Smith.
and he is doing his best Zane Smith impression here as the 31 car, and he has
He's got no
deserved that.
tires. Alright, respawn your
Don't
car,
believe
Nick.
it is
race
even
you-
Just
possible
respawn
for
it.
that car to move to the left anymore.
Just respawn it.
Yeah, please respawn the car.
The whole Best Buy scheme's just gone. That's all.
Oh, the car has glitched out, and
I don't know what happened there, but great
Into
racing tonight. Great
victory.
competition tonight. That was some good competition.
that was an incredible race. Yeah, I was about to say, but that was some incredible door-to-door racing that we saw from these guys, and lots of playoff points. But right now, before we go to post-race interviews, I'm going to talk about the 64 of David. He's ended up in 8th place, that 64 car for the Dynaco Racing Motorsports team. And unfortunately, that could be wraps for David on his championship. He did have that one-man buffer between him
I think
and
your
the
burnout's
cut
over,
line.
dude. I think you gotta go to victory lane now.
He did have a one-man buffer between him and the cut line, but Hernan, with an overall all-right performance, finished in 6th. David might be going to Cancun tonight, unfortunately.
No, I think David will be fine.
We'll
His
see
teammate,
how
though,
the points lay her out, but
I believe his teammate Michigan might be. I think that might be Michigan's season, though.
This would be
it may
absolutely
be.
great if we
oh,
Is the
what
victory lane not?
had.
Okay, whatever.
The victory lane is not meshed.
cool.
No.
It's not. Oh wait, Nick, back up real quick. I'll
It's-
make it.
Yeah.
Collision
Okay.
groups. It's probably collision groups because we can stand on it.
Yeah.
Boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, and just go back through pit road, get there.
My goodness. That is one of the most entertaining races I have seen in the NAPA Brakes Series.
I'd have to agree. That was great entertainment wise.
Oh yeah.
I think it was fun to drive. I think these setups are a lot of fun too.
Oh,
There you
and
go.
it
It's
still
just
doesn't-
collision groups.
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Oh, was he still through it? Oh, I didn't
Nick,
think he
oh
did.
my God, how hard,
It was-
bro? You don't get a victory lane picture anymore.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on.
waiting.
Wait. I got an idea.
Yeah, I put the truck away.
Whoa.
Just a moment.
Some technical construction difficulties going on with the BGE victory lane here.
Bro, forget the. Oh my god. It's really not that deep. Look, see now
He can't even get up.
You gotta do the.
There we go.
There we go.
Neuron activation.
Who deleted it? Oh my
Just
god.
deleted it. Just deleted it for no reason.
That wasn't me.
Move, Mirage. Mirage, move. Move, Mirage. Nick,
Sorry, this is too
stand
funny.
with the car. Oh my god.
Rat man with the American flag
Trina, are you gonna get in the picture
has
or
to
no?
keep moving around.
No, that's it. I'll get in afterwards, dude.
Alright, whatever.
On my own
Jesus
thing.
Christ. Okay, whatever. Shut up.
I wasn't even speaking.
You're breathing too much. All right, Nick, here in victory lane. I believe your third win of the season now. After
I think that makes it 4. I think that might be 4.
4. Let me see.
I won New Orleans before I went reserve earlier this season.
This is 3. Yeah, New Orleans, Kansas,
This is 3.
and now here.
Okay.
So, third win of the season for Nick, but a stage sweep and a victory. Pretty much max points day outside of pole and maybe fastest lap, but great run for you and the team. So tell me how it feels to be back in BGE victory lane and solidified into the round of champions.
It feels great. I'm very upset with myself after stage 1 because I didn't realize I could save tires until halfway through it. So I was on the major struggle bus there. So that's why I had to suffer with the consequences of the drive-through starting the second stage. But I'm very happy I made this strategy work. Even after my drive-through in stage 2, I ended up still winning that off of my strategy. So I'm very happy with how this turned out.
Yeah, great run as I said. And yeah, so what's your outlook now for the round of champions? We got Charlotte, Maryland, and the finale at Homestead. What do you think your chances are of getting your first Brakes Series championship this season?
Well, seeing as I have a 1-week vacation as the stewards and their choice to penalize me, so I will be enjoying my vacation next week. So that's not a good outlook. So I'm just gonna have to really put in the work, the final 2 races of the season, unless I can get this appealed.
All right, well, unfortunately, as you said, likely gonna miss Charlotte next weekend, but hopefully some of your competitors can also end up in the same boat as you as well. So maybe it'll even out. But again, congrats on the win, Nick, and we'll see you in 2 weeks in Maryland.
Unless I get it appealed, but yes, sir.
Yeah, unless you get it appealed. All right, now let's finish second. Hickory. Where is he? Here he is. Here on pit road, post Dover with Hickory, driver of the 15 Blaze Technology Motorsports Ford Mustang. A good run for you as well in the good run for you in the Marvel Rivals themed car, but a second place finish. Another good finish for you after returning to competition in the playoffs, or racing in the playoffs, but outside of the playoffs. So good run for you as well. But yeah, tell me how your day went today at Dover.
First and foremost, I want to give all glory to God, and honestly, He blessed me with a chance to race today. Not knowing if I could, but to come up from the back to runner up, I'm actually very happy about that. I'm actually really pumped up on Monster Energy right now, and I didn't even think I was gonna have a chance to race, and I didn't even think I was gonna have a chance in the third stage. But I just randomly wanted to conserve tires like Nick, and it paid off somehow. So I ended up P2, but man, it's great.
Yeah, definitely. Great run for you. And once again, just, as bringing up the question of what could have been if you could have raced for a majority of the regular season, made the playoffs, and where you would be now. So hopefully positive outlook into next season. And yeah, we'll see you next weekend in Charlotte.
All right.
All right. And next, I don't remember who finished there. Okay, whatever. We'll interview Mace next.
I'll
Oh,
take
he's
this.
right here.
So, hey, Mace, we did see
Hello.
a lot of your speed here throughout the night. I mean, you did run consistently through, stage 1, 2, and even a bit into stage 3 in the top 5 and sometimes in the top 3. And, even leading this race at multiple points, you also got the pole here. But when the race ended, you came up in 9th place, I believe, and a lap down. I mean, what were your thoughts on maybe what could have been done better today, or do you think maybe it was just the tire saving from the front part field?
Well, when you run with the fucking squirrels, you're gonna find a net. So that's personally on me. I shouldn't have put myself in that situation. I was hit about. I think the only car that didn't hit me tonight was the pace car, which is absolutely incredible. I was the best car out here tonight. I mean, I threw it away. I did throw it away with the with the speeding on pit road, but I don't think I would have won anyway because those other two drivers were able to stretch the tires. I knew I wouldn't be able to. It's unfortunate. My first start in the Brakes Series. Really wanted to help out late night racing tonight and wanted to have some fun, try to trophy chase, but it's really unfortunate. Some of these guys, I'm not going to apologize for my driving. Is if you race me one way, I'm going to race you the same way. So some of these guys straight up deserved it. I don't care if I'm looked on less favorably because of it, but it absolutely ridiculous. And the not being able to call a jump on the restart, almost every single restart I've started on the inside, the outside just launched way before me. But what are you gonna do? That's life. I mean, I ultimately made the mistake. I threw away the race on pit road. So
Yeah, well, that was a great race from you, and just one mistake. Maybe if you didn't make it, we could have seen you up on the podium, or at least the top 5 today. So, good race earlier from you, and yeah, have a nice rest of your night. Yeah.
All right, A. Next, we'll interview David next. He's got his hand up. Here on pit road, post Dover with 64 of David. After, I would say, the most lackluster run of your playoffs so far. Unfortunately, did not run near the front of the field at all, and then a late pit road penalty took you out of it even more. So, tell me how the race went for you from the driver's seat, David.
Just some mess ups by me. Could not get pit road speed down, and really unfortunate there. The times we were up front, I wouldn't say we were the best car or even the top 3 car, but we were close, at least hanging around the lead pack, and you know didn't. And then every time we would get there, it would get spun out by other chicanery or just some angry D1 driver thinking he's hot shit, but then decides to wreck you for whatever reason. I don't know what was in his head. I understand everyone else was racing in rough, and maybe a little bit by me, but I, for Mace's case, I don't know what he was expecting for a D2 playoff cutoff race to be clean, but clearly he he got whooped around, and I mean, I'm honestly glad he got that pit road mishap because I got an extra spot off of him. And P7, not much, but I think it's just enough to get myself above bands. And as it's looking right now, both Radical and Nick are looking to get a 1 race suspension to start things off. So I do have, if I can advance, I should have a great shot at this title. If I don't, get some warnings. So yeah, that's pretty much about it.
All right, well, like you said, a seventh place finish, not much to grovel over, but as you said, with few of your competitors going to be taking vacations, a good opportunity for you to build a lead and hopefully run away with the championship into Miami. So, thanks for talking to us, David, and we'll see you next weekend in Charlotte.
And another pointer that our points crew has to do math quicker.
Yes, I agree. All right, next we'll interview Radical next.
Oh, he's right here.
Here on pit road, post Dover with the 10 of Radical from Blaze Technology Motorsports. Radical, I would say this was a middle of the road run for you. I mean, ran right around, if not inside the top 5 for most of the night, and eventually finished just inside the top 5 as well, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, I believe. So, yeah, solid run for you. Came into tonight points leader. Just needed to get it done, and you did. So you should easily advance to the round of champions. So tell me how the race went for you tonight, and then tell me what's your outlook through the final 3 races of the season. You're muted, right?
Hello. You are muted.
He might be AFK.
I was talking the whole time and I forgot I was muted. But what I was saying was it was a pretty solid race all around. Don't really remember my stage result, but P3, we were in position right at the end to win the race if the 31 or 15 weren't able to make it. They just were banking on saving the whole race. Nick was, so I mean, don't really do anything there. I would have had to have been saving the entire final stage if I were gonna do his strategy, which I was just planning on going all out. Um, but yeah, could have been like I'd never really felt that bad all race. I just never really had track position, and I did really well there at the end. And then I got a warning throughout this race. I mean, it was like me and Sierra kind of just I went up, he went down, and we jackknife. Gonna appeal that. Not really too worried about being suspended, but if I am, I will just do everything I can, gain as many points as possible. Uh, mm, um, keeping the fight, but man, I really thought Bands was gonna advance, but he just got messed up there in stage 2 and stage 3. He had a really good car. Really proud of him all season long. But Final 4 up next. Just the one thing I gotta do better if I want to win this championship is get better stage results because I've not been really winning stages, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, positive outlook, even with a potential suspension for the 10 of Radical. So, hopefully you can keep the momentum up and finish out the season strong. So we'll see you next weekend in Charlotte.
Yep.
All right, now we will go to Russell. Here, post Dover. Oh, all up close. Sorry. Here, on pit road, post
Yeah, you're good.
post Dover with Russell. In the all new Marvel Rivals livery, good looking car and a good run for you as well. Spent a lot of time in the top 5, and I believe finished just inside the top 5 as well. So a good run to back the first career win
I
last
finished,
weekend.
I finished 10th.
Oh, well then, never mind. Well,
Yeah.
a sour finish, but a good run overall to back up the first career win last weekend at Elwood. So, I'm not gonna laugh. not gonna laugh. Russell, tell me how the car felt for you all night, and tell me how the race went. I'm not laughing.
Oh man, it was fun being up front. Dover's been always a good track. It races much like Dover or Bristol, so but overall it was a good run. We had a heated battle between Mace, who else? Sierra, Nick, Hickory. It was, but it was a good battle. I appreciated them for like racing really cleanly for me. But I have no clue why I decided to wait till the last second to pit. But it is what it is. You're gonna make mistakes like this, but overall, it was a good race. I'm hoping to win it. I'm hoping to be up front next weekend at Homestead, or is it Homestead or Charlotte? I think it's Charlotte,
Charlotte.
right?
Charlotte, it's Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's all I gotta say. It was a good run, but once again, results do not show for it.
Unfortunately, that has been the story of the season for Russell. But as of recent, your runs have been good. Really, all season performance has gone up. So, maybe some good momentum to carry into next season. But until then, we'll see you next weekend at Charlotte, Russell.
We'll see you.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, there is a huge tic tac running around on the backstretch right now. I just want to point that out.
Oh my god. Okay, and for our final interview, we'll talk to the 40 of Alex here, just
my
a pit box
God.
away from Russell. Alex, solid run, honestly, after qualifying out back, ran some laps inside the top 5, led a few laps on one of the restarts, but unfortunately the pace couldn't keep up, and not the best finish that you were looking for. So tell me how the race went for you.
It's just so much to go over right now. I mean, what I was mostly doing throughout the race, it was mostly my fault. I mean, like, I was racing over aggressively just because I wasn't used to the racing line. So what was going on is that I was racing like all over the place, getting into some people and accidentally turning people. So I was kind of like a wreck everywhere. So it's not one of my best races, even though this is one of my favorite tracks. And especially since I'm no longer going to be with this team after this season, I'm just going to try to keep it conservative throughout the rest of this season because I just don't really feel like the first one I've been looking for is going to be happening anytime soon anyway.
All right, well. All right. You accepted it. All right, well. A positive outlook onto next season. That's the best we can have, Alex. But yeah, like you said, hopefully next season with late night racing, you can come back even stronger. And yeah, we'll see you, or hopefully we'll see you next weekend at Charlotte.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and that'll
It's
do
too
it.
funny not to laugh. What in the world?
What the freak, dog? What is this?
What in the world is going on?
What is?
Dog.
Please stand still. I want to take a picture for the slander video.
All right, that'll do it for our coverage of the Concrete 250 presented by Speedblock here from the Dover Motor Speedway. Great show put on by the Brakes Series drivers tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow night for the NAPA Auto Parts Cup Series. The Delaware Dodge Dealers 400 from this very racetrack, the Monster Mile, back in action tomorrow night. Hopefully you tune in same time as always, 7 p.m. Eastern. But until then, this is King, Mirage, and Ford signing off. Hope everybody has a good night.